Let's discuss some more earnings. And Yes Bank's third quarter earnings beat estimates. Asset quality has seen some slight improvement, and the restructured book has also risen sequentially. Prashant Kumar, Managing Director and CEO at Yes Bank, is joining us. Mr. Kumar, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. Now, I know you're smiling, and don't hate me for asking this. I think you know my first question. What's happening with Dish TV, sir? Last I heard that you had asked for AGM proceedings. This is, of course, now escalating. If you could tell us on that, and then I'll move to earnings.
So I think everything related to Dish TV is already there in the public domain. Nothing else to add on this.
No, what's there in public domain? After that, has there been any step taken by you, sir? And any, have you got the proceedings, for example, of the AGM? What's going to be your next step on that?
So I think that is something which we are waiting when they would come out with the results of the AGM. So matter is sub judice. So that's why I would not like to make any comment on that.
Okay, so we'll have to perhaps wait for some more time. Mr. Kumar, good morning. Let's come to earnings now, because at a time when a lot of banks are seeing a recovery in asset quality and improvement in their book, for you, your gross NPAs continue to be very elevated. Almost 29,000 crores of gross NPAs is what you've reported this time. So the stress pool is quite elevated at the moment. Can you tell us what's happening here? And for the fourth quarter, do you think it could get worse before it gets better?
I think, Sonia, what we need to see the position in Yes Bank from different levels. I think this is not like NPA which has been created in, say, 1 or 2 years. I think this is what the current bank has inherited from the past. And over the last 2 years, we have been able to make very good recoveries. So last year also, we made a recoveries and the upgradation of more than 5,000 crores. In the current year also, we are on the track to exceed more than 5,000 crores, both on the recoveries and the upgradation. And similarly, if you see the slippage has come down significantly. Okay. So slippage during the current quarter is just, say, 950 crores as compared to 1,900 crores last quarter. So when the slippage are coming down, when there has been the recoveries, I think the kind of, say, the gross NPA pool which we are seeing, there is absolute control in terms of already 80% provisioning has been made. And going forward, the credit cost would remain under control and would be, say, next financial year, it would be definitely below 1%. Okay. So I think with this kind of thing, for us, this is not like something which is a showstopper. But at the same time, we also understand that dealing with such a large pool within the bank is also something which is very, very challenging. And that's why, like, if you recall, we invited expression of interest from some of the, say, especially the stress asset players, both on national and international side. We got very good interest from them. Currently, they are in the process of doing a due diligence. And once they would be submitting the financial bid, I think we would be in a position to identify the partner for the setting up of the ARC. Okay. And once the ARC would be set up, we would be able to transfer the entire stress asset pool, including both corporate as well as retail, to the ARC. And then the bank would be having almost like a negligible NPAs.
Yeah, that is something that, of course, which market has also been waiting, Mr. Kumar. Just a word on CASA. This number is reassuring and it looks quite good. Your CASA deposits going up. In fact, there's been a growth quarter on quarter as well on CASA. If you could tell us what led to that, considering that the loan growth was quite weak?
So one part is like on the CASA, if you see the current account. So current account, there has been a growth of 55%. And similarly, very good growth on the saving bank. So overall CASA deposits, there has been a growth of 46%. And that's why not only the CASA ratio is improving, we have been able to reduce our cost of deposit. And for the first time, the cost of deposit has come down below 5%, which is currently 4.9. When we started our journey, the difference between us and the best of the banks was something around 150 basis point on the fixed deposit. Today on 1 year FD, the difference has reduced to just 65 basis points. And the kind of, the efforts have been made by the bank for improving the CASA deposit as well as on granularizing the entire deposit book. I think it is yielding the results, and this is also helping us in improving our NIMs. On the loan side, I would like to clarify, we are seeing a very good growth, except the large corporate, where as a strategy, we were doing the debulking and de-risking on the large corporate book. And with the ample liquidity available in the market, some of the corporates are also deleveraging their balance sheet. But otherwise, on the retail, we are seeing a growth of 25% plus. On the MSME also, we are seeing a growth of 15%. And on the mid-market segment of the corporate, we are seeing a growth of 40%. Actually, during the third quarter, we have disbursed loan to the tune of 19,000 crores. So I think in terms of formation of the fresh loan book, we are seeing a good growth. And I think the year end, we would be seeing overall loan growth of around 10%.
So, that's on the loan growth. I just want to come back to a statement you made earlier. You said that Yes Bank has inherited a lot of stress from the past. I take that point, and you're on track to exceed 5,000 crores of recoveries. But I just wanted to understand that all your recoveries for every account, that is being sort of scrutinized by the CBI. Why is that? I mean, it doesn't happen with every other bank. So then why is it that only Yes Bank's recoveries are being tracked by the CBI? I mean, is this something that shareholders need to be concerned about?
No, I think this statement is not correct. Where like the CBI is scrutinizing the recovery of Yes Bank. I think what we need to see that wherever some of the accounts have been declared as fraud, we file the complaint with the external agencies. And those accounts are being definitely investigated by the external agency. But I think this is not correct where the recoveries are being scrutinized by CBI.
Okay, one last question then. Any fundraising plans?
So as of now, if you see like it's a 40% improvement on our CET, it's 11.6. As of now, we are good. But I think the kind of loan growth we would be expecting in the next year, to support our loan growth, we would definitely explore the opportunities to increase our CET ratio.
All right, Mr. Kumar, thanks very much for that. Good speaking with you as far as the numbers are concerned. So that's Yes Bank management in focus.